Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Process control. This is the categories of the discrete control. For example, by using a logic control, and the second one is by using sequencing. Logic control by using event-driven changes. On the other hand, for sequencing, time-driven changes. This one we're using event. The sequencing by using timing. Timing means the sequencing 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Event, for example, by using case 1, case 2, case 3, and so on. And the logic control. Logic control is a switching system whose output at any moment is determined exclusively by the values of input. They're using there is no memory, just by using a logic control switching moment. No memory, no operating characteristic that depends on time, also called combination of logic control. This is the element of logic control. For example, the basic element called logic gates. You all dah belajar dalam subjek digital. For example, and or not, and some additional elements such as NAND, NOR, NAND from NOR. And for example, for the AND gate. AND gate, the electrical circuit is illustrating the operation of the logical AND gate. AND means both X1 and X2 must be turning on, so that the lamp will be turning on. So if X1 is on, we can use a truth table, X1, X2, and Y. If X1 is 0, so Y will be 0. If X1 is 1, X2 is 0, this one also 0. This one 0, this one 1, this one become also 0. However, if both X1 and X2 is 1, so Y will become 1. Okay, this one is called AND gate. And this AND gate, for example, it must be in a closed loop. Since you are from electrical engineering student, they have positive and negative. In vice versa, depends. Sometimes it's positive here, sometimes it's negative here. But the polarity here, for example, 120 volt. So the difference, for example, in Malaysia, we are using 240 volt AC. Okay, this is another example for the OR gate. OR gate is a logical OR, either X1 or X2. In the truth table, for example, we have X1, we have X2, and we have a Y. If 0, 0, Y is 0. If X1 is 1, this one 0, Y also 1. Let's say this one X1 is 1, so it's connecting. So the passing through here. If 0, 1, what happened? If this one is 0, so it can flow through here. So it's, but what if both X1 and X2 is 1? In 1, 1. So Y will become 1. So it can be OR. Another issue is a NOT gate. This is example the architecture for the NOT. So for example, X1 is located in parallel with Y. So in positive, okay, without any disturbance, so Y will become on. However, if X1 is on, if this one is closed, so this one will become not. Y will become off. So X1 and Y, 0 is 1, 1 is 0. So it's opposite. Okay, this is the symbols for logic gates, either by using US or ISO symbol. This one is a US symbol, and gate will be like this: X1 and X2 on the left, on the right Y. On the other hand, for the symbol, they are using N, symbol N. Or will be like this, and for the symbol is greater than 1. Not if you notice here, there is one bubble after the gate. On the other hand, for NAND and NOR is actually it depends on the N and NOR. Okay, this is sequencing. A switching system that use internal timing devices to determine when to initiate changes in output variables. So the outputs are usually generated open loop, no feedback. That control function is executed. Sequence of output signal is usually clinical, cyclic, by using cycle, as in high production work cycle. So the signal occurs in the same repeated pattern within each regular cycle. The common sequencing devices such as timer and counter. Timer, they are using a timer. The output switches on or off at the present times. Same goes to counter. For example, timer. Timer, they set at 5 seconds. 5 seconds. It also depends on the timer itself. Either they are timer on or timer off. For example, timer 5 seconds for timer on. At beginning, timer will be off, and after 5 seconds, the output will be on. After 5 seconds, before is off, and after 5 seconds, it will become on. Ada juga timer dia terbalik. Dia initially they will be off. They will be on. Timer on. So timer on, after counting down for 5 seconds, it will be turning off. So same goes to the counter. So counter, there is counter electrical pulses. They're using pulses. So pulses depend on the second, depends on the signal. For example, in counting a teeth on a gear, so dia nak tahu berapa banyak gear dalam tu. For example, ada 4 gear, ada 4 teeth. So after counting 1, 2, 3, 4, so the pulse will be turning on. Previously is off. Okay, next will be on the ladder logic diagrams. In the ladder logic diagrams, a diagram in which various logic elements and other components are displayed along horizontal rungs connected in either end to 2 vertical rails. There were 2 vertical rail, left and right. And types of elements and components such as contact. Contact usually logical input, usually limit switches, photo detector, and loads such as output, motor like arm, solenoid, timer and counter. For example, for that timer, they will use the timer to specify length of delay and counter to count pulses. Okay, this is the symbol for common elements used in the ladder diagram. They use normally open and normally close, as shown in the figure A and B respectively. So on and off, and the output will be round, and the timer and counter. This timer 3S means the timer for 3 seconds. CTR is counter. And this is the element of logic control. Okay, for the we look into a simple system and logic. And logic, we have a switch A and switch B. Input or input 1 or input 2. For example, this one is a normally closed. So how we uh, read the signal for ladder diagram? We usually read from left to right, from top to bottom. But since this one is called one line, with what we call it as a rung, one rung. And from left to right, so from left, this one is input is normally closed, so current will flow. Input 2 normally close again, so current will flow, and output will turning on. And X N, this is NAND. So output, for example, this one is a normally open, this one is normally open, this one the output until here. It's waiting for the input one become connected. So if connected, then it will be connect from left to right. And this is for element for logic control, or exclusive or and no logic. Or logic, for example, okay, if I mentioned before, we will read the signal from left to right. Okay, from A and B is similar. A, for example, we can press the button A. If we press button A, so the current will flow to the solenoid. So if we press the button A at the top, so the input here become closed, and it will send to the output. On the other hand, if we press button B, so it will trigger to the next parallel line. Exclusive or, such as shown here. So A and B, for example, they are using A and B in series. A and B also in series. So input, no input here. So waiting for next input. Okay, for example here input here. So this one normally close. So signal until here. Waiting for input 1 or input 2. On the other hand, for the input no logic. No logic can be either two. This is just example. A and B is connected in normally close. Okay, this is a control relay. Okay, this is a control relay. Okay, control relay. Okay, this is just example, 110 volt VAC. Okay, in our system we can use 140 VAC, or we can use a DC. Either depends on the relay. Ada relay gunakan DC, ada relay gunakan AC. Depends on the signal. So in the relay, for example, in the relay, dia ada inductor. Therefore, inductor here RL1, assume as a relay. This is example, use a relay and switch to start a motor. So motor ni, macam mana kita nak start motor ni? So motor ni at the beginning, so we connect to the source. We connect to the source, for example, 240 VAC. So switch 1 and switch 2. So we need to connect this switch. So switch 1. When switch 1 is pressed, connected, so the relay will energize, and since they energize at the beginning, they are connected to the normally closed, and then it will turn to normally open. So So the signal will be turned to NO and motor will rotate. This is just a simple example by using a switches and a relay to start a motor. And then, okay, this is another example by using a momentary push button. Momentary push button switches and relay to implement a latch. Push button, for example, okay, this one is a normally, okay, and this one is inductor push button. Push button 2. So push button 2 is connected here. So it's now waiting to the signal. If we press a push button 1, push button 1, push button 1 here, so the current will flow, and then when it flow, so this relay will energize, and from normally open here, both normally open, this one is a normally open, so the the switches will connected here and it will turning this lamp. So usually we use inertial system involve motor, solenoid, heater or cooler when a control system specifies that a conveyor motor be turning on. It may mean starting a 50 horsepower motor. This is not by simple toggle switches. Instead, one would logically assume that a small switch may be used to energize a relay with a contact rating that can handle its heavy load. So in order to deal with heavy load, we use a relay because relay can hold the current. Okay, this is another example by using a ladder logic diagram. Okay, ladder logic diagram in the table fluid filling operation. So we have a start button here. We have a start button. We have a relay. We have also relay 1 C1 and relay 2 C2. Switch. Okay, this is connected to S1 sensor 1. Sensor 1 float switch sensor 2. So sensor 1 at the inlet, so water will going here and water will going outside here from the bottom. And we have a float switch. Float switch to identify the level of the liquid, the fluid inside the thing, inside the tank. And for example, if reach at this limit switch, means dah penuh, and then it will trigger to the timer. Timer 120 second, so it will turn the relay, and then the timer. So relay will turning the switch S2 is on, so the water will flowing out from S2. For how long? For 90 second. So at situ dia akan trigger 90 second timer. So timer after 90 second, this one will close. Okay. This one is a ladder diagram. Ladder diagram, as mentioned before, we refer. We can read from left to right, from top to bottom. Okay, kita start daripada atas. We begin as a X1. X1 means okay. X1. X1 is start button. So when we press the start button, float switch here, so it will trigger C1. C1 here, C1, C1. Bila sini on, sini pun akan on, di contact here. So it will remain C1. And at the same time, okay, kenapa kita gunakan kat sini? Dia latching. So awak tak perlulah gunakan start button, push start button banyak lama-lama. So by triggering X1 for a moment, so it will trigger to the C1, and C1 here will latch the push button, the start button. And at the same time C1 here, it will trigger to the S1. S1 ni apa? S1 ni kat sini. So S1 ni akan open, and then akan fill up the tank. Sampai bila? Okay, dia akan fill up tank from level here until reach to this level sense by this float switch. Bila float switch dah sense, dah sampai sini, float switch sense, dia akan sampai sini trigger C2. So C2 ni akan hold. So dia akan hold C2. Float switch ni at the same time dia akan trigger 120 second. C2 120 second, dia akan pergi sini C2 120 second. So dia akan gunakan timer. So dalam masa yang sama timer akan connect ke S2. So bila dah penuh 120 second, okay, C2 dia sampai ke sini, C2 means 120 second. So after 120 second dia akan buka S2. So S2 akan flowing out. So sampai bila S2 ni? So S2 ni akan automatically akan sampai 90 second. So after 90 second apa yang akan berlaku? After 90 second, nampak kat sini T2. Okay, T2 kat sini. T2. So bila T2 after 90 second dia akan close. Daripada normally close tadi ni dia akan open. So akan open, dia akan terminate C2. So C2 akan off, C2 akan off, C2 akan off. So bila C2 off, dia akan stop. Okay. So far itu je lah untuk ladder diagram. How we read this ladder diagram for the fluid filling operation in this ladder diagram. And then okay, kita akan tengok the advantage of ladder diagram. Ladder diagram is familiar to shop personnel who must construct, test, maintain and repair the control system. Analogous to the electrical circuit used to accomplish logic and sequence control principal technique for programming PLC. So kita akan lebih mudah lah gunakan ladder logic diagram to familiarize to shop personnel who must construct in order to maintain and repair the control system. Okay, next one is a PLC. Okay, let's compare here. Okay, PLC. PLC is a microcomputer based control that use store instruction in programmable memory to implement logic. Okay, it can process many operation logic. Sorry. Okay, logic, sequencing, timing, counting, and arithmetic function. Arithmetic functions such as add and subtract through digital or analog modules for controlling machines and processes. So the application in both process industry, discrete manufacturing introduced in 1970, long time ago, in order to replace hardwire electromechanical relay panels. As mentioned in the previous subtopic, they use a relay hardwire. So this is a basic component of PLC. This is very important. Biasanya memang akan tanya dalam you punya exam. So it consists of 5 element. Power supply. Power supply, semua komponen for PLC computer requires power supply. So memang perlukan power supply. Power supply pergi pada processor. So this processor, and then this processor consists of input and output to the memory. Kat semua sini ada memory unit. So memory akan fed to the processor. At the same time, this processor also need to deal with the input and output modules. So dia ada input and output. So input and output, input must be into the processor. Input, this one is a input going inside. And output adalah kepada field devices. Ini semua kepada field devices. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And macam mana kita nak programming? So kena buat ada dia punya programming devices. So either programming devices can be by using a PC, by using a laptop, or we can use a teach pendant. Teach pendant by using a programming console. And this is the advantages of PLC compared to relay control panel. The first one is a programming. Programming PLC is easier than wiring a relay. Sebab PLC, as the name implies, they are using programmable logic control. So dia boleh buat program. So PLC can be reprogrammed and programmed again. And PLC takes less floor space. So kalau guna relay, dia gunakan more space. Kalau PLC, dia gunakan less space. And more greater reliability and easy in term of maintenance. Senanglah nak buat maintenance. PLC can be connected to computer system. So in the upper level, it can be connected to the computer, to the superior level. And PLC can perform a greater variety of control function. So saya dah mention tadi sebelum ni, slide sebelum ni, banyak function yang kita boleh gunakan PLC. Okay, this is the function for each component: processor, input and output, memory unit, power supply, as well as programming devices, teach pendant, PC base. So ni adalah dia punya komponen dalam PLC. Okay, this is the architecture PLC connection. In the center, they are using PLC module. So dia punya modul, CPU module, and connected to the input. Input adalah kepada input towards CPU module and output from CPU to outside to the output field devices. This one, input from the field devices. For example, they are using a push button as well as some other some other components such as relay, push button, limit switches, analog sensor, and selector switches. And the output devices such as solenoid, pilot lamp, motor, relay, motor starter, solenoid valve, indicator light, LED display. And it will connected to the both if we are using active devices. So dia semua mesti sambung kepada common power bus. This one also ada common. So common depends, sometimes positive or negative, or negative or positive. Okay, this is the PLC operation. And PLC monitors inputs, makes decision based on its program, and control outputs to automate a process or time. So dia akan read dulu input, so dia akan proses, so dia akan keluarkan output. The operation of the PLC system is simple and straightforward. The processor or CPU completes 3 processes. The first one is scan. Second one is the execute. And third one is updates. Scan, execute, and updates. Update or writes to the output. So this is typical PLC operating. The first one is a scanning, input, read the processor, and store in memory. Programming, after scan, the program and output. So read input, and then run the program, adjust the output, and return back. So keep updating. Depends on the scanning time. For example, time to perform the 3 steps scan time varies between 1 to 25 milliseconds. Some is very fast. The scanning is a continuous and sequential process. You can keep read the sensor. And this is the PLC function as mentioned before. It can be used for the timing. So timing, counter, either electromechanical, solid state and mechanical, sequencing. Sequencing step switch sequence programmers shift register and can be connected to the supervisory control. Interfacing with a computer. It can go for the higher level computer, FA, FMS, networking, and the process control. Okay, process control, as mentioned before, in the previous chapter, they are using pneumatic, electronic, and mechanical. Data handling. So data handling, they can use a arithmetic function, data register, report generator. So it also can report based on our function, and then dia akan report and can give status. Yang mana sensor on, yang mana output akan on or off. Logic, nama pun logic, so electromechanical relay, solid state relay, switches and solid state. And this is additional PLC capabilities. It can be both. It can cater for both digital and analog. Analog also, you pun akan belajar dalam control system by using PID. PID controller available on some PLC for continuous process. Arithmetic function permits more complex control, bukan sahaja plus and minus, subtract, multiply, divide, tapi boleh pergi pada arithmetic function as well as matrix function. So matrix function 3x3, 4x3, 4x4, simple 2x2. So by using matrices function, linear programming for optimal control. It can deal with the data. Nowadays we talk about a big data. So big data, they can use a big data business application burst. Distinction between PLC and PC. Bila kita dah connect dengan upper level of supervision of PLC, for example pada PC, so kita akan banyak gunakan big data dan boleh easy for processing. And the next one is a PLC communication. So PLC communication can be point to point or bus structure. Point to point means, for example, this one is a master, and this one is a master, this one is a master. So point to point PLC 1, let's say 1, 2, and 3. So point to point 1, 2, and 3. So bagi point to point. On the other hand, digunakan bus structure. So satu master, yang lain semua slave. So satu master, so dia akan connect slave 1, slave 2, slave 3 by using a bus. It can be connected directly, closed loop here. Okay, PLC programming, dia ada standard. We are using IEC 61131-3. This is standard for PLC programming. So in order to write the program, it can be either in graphical languages ataupun text-based. For example, in graphical languages. Okay. Graphical languages, kalau sebelum ni banyak you gunakan ladder diagram. Banyak gunakan, most widely used, they are using ladder diagram. On the other hand, dia juga gunakan function block diagram. Function block diagram, okay, dalam kes ni saya tak ajar lah. Tetapi dalam another, if you need more detail, for example, in your final year project, so you boleh gunakan easy for using FBD. Okay, ni gunakan FBD, function block diagram. Dia gunakan blok saja, blok. The next one is sequential functional chart. So dia ada either series and step. So dia ada kat Europe banyak lagi gunakan sequential chart. On the other hand, they are using, for example, this one is a text languages. Text languages gunakan IL. This one instruction list ataupun ST, structured text. Either they are using low level computer languages ataupun high level. So instruction list satu je lah. Sebenarnya dalam PLC, for example, you are familiar with Omron PLC, you dah buat dalam dia punya ladder diagram dan juga awak dah belajar dia punya instruction list. dia punya, for example dalam sini dipanggil mnemonic. Mnemonic code. Okay, ladder diagram. Okay, ladder diagram, this is alternative way to of drawing an electrical circuit. Comparable rung in the ladder diagram. So dalam drawing, sebab you are electrical engineering student, you kena tahu macam mana nak draw. For example, you are using switches, switch A and switch B connected to the solenoid. Okay, you can use this kind of arrangement circuit, or you can use this kind of arrangement from left to right. But in ladder diagram, they are using from here, from left to right, dan ini adalah simbol-simbol untuk input A and B. This is the output. Okay, this is also another ladder diagram programming for AND or NOR and NAND. This one AND. Okay, this is as mentioned before, ni adalah dia punya contoh untuk instruction list. Load and out. For example, this one di load X400, and this one N X400. This one is a output Y430. Kalau OR, ini adalah untuk N. Okay, ini adalah untuk OR. Load X400, load, and then OR X400 1, and this one is out Y430, and this one is a NOR. Okay, NOR, and this one is for NAND. This is example for ladder diagram programming, both graphical and list structured text. This is another example if we deal with a multiple input and output. For example, kita tengok yang atas ni dulu. We start in from, okay, macam nak buat programming adalah from left to right. From left to right. Load what? Load X400. Load X400. And next, N not. Okay, sometimes they are using N not. Okay, kalau kita gunakan Omron digunakan N not. N not X400 401 N not. And then we load again. Okay, ni adalah load. We load another input X400 and X401. So kita dah ada dua load. Load yang pertama dan juga load yang kedua. Okay, this one pertama, this one kedua. Apa hubungan antara this block and this block? Adalah OR. So we OR. And then dah sambung dua-dua ni, dia pergi out. Okay, same goes to this one. So konsepnya sama juga. Okay, this is an example. Biasanya dalam saya punya kelas, then you have to write down the instruction list, mnemonic code for each ladder diagram below. Okay, ni saya nak nanti you buat exercise. Ladder diagram for the A. Okay, this one 1. This one is 2. This one is 3. This one is 4. Five and 6. This one is 7. Okay, you have to do this exercise. Okay. On the other hand, ada juga saya akan suruh you all buat Boolean logic equation. Based on this equation, you have to construct the ladder diagram. Macam nak construct ladder diagram? Okay, for example, saya tengok ada contoh tak? Okay, kalau tak, okay. Kita start. Y1 is a X1 plus X2 dot X3. Macam nak construct dia? X1 plus X2. Ini adalah O. Plus ni adalah O. So, X1 X2 ni adalah O, and then dia akan AND kan dengan X3. Tapi X3 prime. So, X3 prime means adalah normally. And this one is a Y1. Okay. How about the Y2? Okay, Y2. Y2 X1 X2. Okay, X2 adalah X2 prime. Okay, this one X3 and X4. So dia ada dua X3. Okay, it can be connected here ataupun here. X4. And your output is a Y2. Okay, I done for the example 1 and 2. So you may continue for the 3 and 4. Okay, this is another example. Example of PLC application. Okay, in this example, a tank will fill with two chemical mix and then drain. So the pump one chemical coming in, next one is one and the chemical pump in, and then we mix by using a mixer, and then drain valve go outside. There will start button and push start that button and stop button. Okay, in this exercise, normally you have to identify. There were three parts. The first one is to identify the input and output. Second one is to describe the process by using a motion diagram, and the third one is construct the ladder diagram for the system. Okay. Okay, this is the solution for the application. The first one, we have to identify the input and output of the problem. For example, for the input, first you have to identify the input and output. For example, you can represent it in illustrated in this table. Input such as S1, S2, and Fs can be represented for the start button, stop button, and float switch. This is the symbol, and this is the description. Same goes to the output. P1, P2, and P3 representing pump 1, pump 2, and pump 3 respectively. Mixer is mixer and valve, drain valve. Second one. This is for first, this one is second one. Construct by using a motion diagram. Motion diagram. Okay, you have to identify and understand the concept of the problem. Start button first. If you press start button, what happened? If you press start button, P1 will on. P1 will on and timer 1 will trigger for 5 seconds. And at the same time, it will trigger the IR1. IR1 is an internal relay. Internal relay 1 and next T1. After 5 seconds, T1 will be turning on. After turning on, T1 is turning on, timer 1, so it also can trigger for the P1. P1, it will turn off the P1. On the other hand, it will trigger for the P2. P1 off and P2 on. And until when? Until it triggered by float switch. So bila float switch dah trigger, float level dah mix, and then up to certain level, and then we can turning off the P2 and mixer will on. Mixer will on for T2 about 60 seconds. So after timer is reach 60 seconds, so it will the mixer will off. Ni tadi mixer on, ni sekarang mixer akan off. So valve akan open, P3 on, akan turn timer for 8 seconds. So timer on 8 seconds and valve will be open. Sorry, this one is valve will be open. You can refer to my slide. Okay. This the third one is a construct the ladder diagram. So this example S1. S1 here, S1, when you press S1, so S1 will trigger for the IR1. Ini adalah function for IR1, internal relay 1. Internal relay akan trigger kat sini, so dia akan trigger sini IR1. So ni adalah dia dah close lah ni. Dia close, ni pun close. So sampai IR1. IR1 apa akan buat? IR1 ni dia akan connected, akan on kan timer. Timer 1 for 50 second. So timer 1 akan connected, jumpa IR1. So IR1 tadi dia dah on. IR1 pergi pada IR2. So bila IR2 di sini connection, IR1 ni dia akan disconnect. Okay, sorry, ni belum lagi. This one is start. This one is a for stop button. And same goes to ini mesti okay. Sequence ni adalah selepas. If you notice, dia mesti adalah sequential. And IR3 akan ada sequential dengan IR3. IR4 sequential for IR4. So kalau you notice kat sini, ni adalah dia punya semua dia punya input. The first one adalah input. This one adalah dia punya internal relay, latching. T1, this one follow switch, this one T2, this one IR4, and this one is a T3. Ini adalah input for each component. Then dia ada latching. And on the other hand, actually it's connected at the bottom. So IR1, okay. We can refer for the output. We have 3 pump 1, pump 2, and pump 3. As well as we have mixer and valve. So pump 1. Pump 1, if you refer to the previous slide, pump 1 will be turning on when we use IR1, internal relay 1. So dia akan onkan pump 1. So pump 1 ni akan off masa bila? Masa IR2 is on. So bila dia daripada normally close, bila ada open, so ni dah tak connected. So connected, this one with pump 1 akan off. Tapi bila IR2 tadi on, it will trigger to pump 2. So pump 1, pump 2 akan on bila IR1 akan on pump 1, IR2 akan on pump 2, mixer akan on IR3 akan on mixer. And then pump 3 ni akan masa bila dia akan on? Pump 3 ni akan on bila IR4. IR4 dia akan IR5 dia akan close pergi pada valve. So valve dengan pump 3 adalah satu benda yang sama. Dia akan on bila ada input daripada IR4. So kalau you tengok kat sini, ni adalah input daripada, ni adalah internal relay. Sorry, ni adalah internal relay. Dan ni adalah dia punya output. And kat sini semua adalah dia punya input. Okay, this is another example. So you have to perform and solve this application by 3 steps. First, identify. Second one, describe motion diagram. And third one is construct the ladder diagram. And this is more PLC exercises. 1, 2. Okay, the first one is single acting cylinder. A single acting cylinder will extend when push button is pressed and activated the timer for 5 seconds before it retract back. So the reset button RB will reset the operation. Okay, ni adalah first you have to identify ada berapa input and berapa output. Input, for example, input digunakan when push button PB is pressed. So dia ada push button. Activate timer. So dia ada timer. Dan juga acting cylinder, single acting cylinder. Ni you dah belajar dalam subjek pneumatik. And single acting cylinder, dia bila you bagi signal dia akan extend. So dalam kes ini will extend. And the third one, okay, after 5 seconds dia akan retract. So cylinder ni akan extend. Dia akan retract. Dan you ada push button dan juga you ada reset button. RB, reset button. So you can identify the input and output. Try draw a motion diagram. And the third one, construct the ladder diagram. Okay, this is another more exercises. 3. This one 4. Okay. Now we move to the personal computer by using a soft logic. Okay, by this animation. Okay, by this animation, for example, the same information. So this one is okay. Reset here. Okay. Fill up. Dia akan fill up. Dia akan penuh. And dia akan stop. So dalam masa sama, dalam masa yang lain, so dia akan throw. So kat sini dia akan open. Bila kat sini dia akan open. So this is we can easily control the operation by using a computer. And we use a personal computer using a soft logic. Available in study enclosure for plant environment. So dalam case oil and gas, for example. Oil and gas application, they use a personal computer. Can be ordered with I/O card and other hardware to connect to the machine and processes. So dia gunakan card sahaja. And we install the with window for implementing control application. So dia gunakan PC semua. Kalau first kita gunakan relay. The first one kita gunakan relay, second one gunakan PLC, the third one gunakan computer. And by using computer, we can also program with soft logic, which connected to the PLC. And that's all for today. This is just example. They're using a start, load, and motor and open feed. Okay, now I open for any question. So you may ask any question during the Q&A session in online. Okay, thank you very much for your attention.